Just came back from a 5-day vacation, and boy, a lot of things have changed in the last 5 days. Guns are harder to come by. Magazines are harder to come by. Ammo prices are going through the roof. In this video, we're going to focus on which 45 should you purchase. I have a few here out of my collection that I would recommend. Throw in your comments on what 45 you would recommend. Magazines of over 10 rounds. Now, I'm an optimist. If you've been following my channel, I've always got a smile on my face. I know I got the NRA in the background as I am an NRA recruiter. And I'm going to talk to you about the assault, us at the NRA, and I like that word assault, against the gun grabbers and what we have planned in our battlefield and our lobbyists that are going to come at the gun grabbers. They think they're just going to just push this through and ram this through, while the heightened awareness of the school shooting is high. Well, we have news for them. That tragedy is, we are not going to let those children change the future and the freedoms of gun owners in the United States. We're just not going to let it happen. As bad as it was, it's very rare. Okay, with that said, in this video we want to focus on what 45 I would recommend. If you don't have a 45 that has a magazine of 10 rounds or more, and then I'm going to also talk to you about how to obtain it, because they're difficult to get right now. Demand is high, supply is low, and prices are going up, so I don't want you to get gouged. And then we're going to talk about the assault that we have with the NRA against the anti-gun grabbers, because they have no clue what we have planned for them. Welcome to weaponseducation.com. This is a pro-gun channel. Please, please, please subscribe and join the channel if you are pro-gun. Let's talk about the guns first, what I think you should buy. A couple of out of my collection. Throw in your input of any semi-automatic pistols that you think people should own that have magazines of 10 or more. I know we have to talk about ARs, AKs, we have to talk about ammo prices. There's a lot of things we have to talk about. Right now, 45s, semi-autos, 45s, 10 rounds or more. Welcome to weaponseducation.com. In this portion of the video, I would like to just show you a couple of guns out of the collection that I would recommend for you right now if you're concerned that there's going to be a ban on magazines of 10 rounds or more and you want a 45. The Glock 21 has to come to mind. It is a 13+1 magazine, and it is just reasonably priced. Prices are going up on all of these products I'm about to show you almost by the day. This was maybe $600. I'm going to round off prices. You're going to want to go to your local gun dealer. I'm going to talk about that here in a moment. But a Glock 21, without getting into too much details, because there's a lot of new gun owners watching, but a Glock 21 is very simple to disassemble, very easy to clean. It's just as simple as Simon, as simple as it gets. The Glock is a Glock. All Glocks with over 10 round magazines is something you may want to scoop up. But we're talking about 45s. The Glocks will last forever, very well made, very simple. Okay, let's go on to another one now I think you should buy if you want a 45 with more than 10 rounds in the magazine. Turn it up to 1080p and look at this in high def. A beautiful Springfield XDM. This is a 4.5 inch. It's a bigger gun, 13+1 rounds. This is the bitone, also known as the two-tone. Beautiful, beautiful gun. And for those of you who are new to guns, I do want to point out two things here. That you may like the fact that this gun has some safety features. It does have on the back what's called a striker status indicator. So if the gun is loaded, you can physically feel it or look at it and know that it's got a round in the chamber. It also has a loaded chamber indicator here. This bar would stick up if the gun was loaded, and it also has a grip safety on the back here, so it will not fire unless it's in your hand. The Springfield XD line, whether you get an XD or an XDM, is an excellent line that you do want to purchase if you don't have a 45 that's more than 10 rounds in the magazine. Let me show you another Springfield here. Actually, it's my favorite Springfield XDM, the next one. The Springfield XDM, and the M stands for a lot of things, including match grade barrel and other things. Go to Springfield's website and learn about the guns I'm showing you here, because these are 45s you want in case that we can't get magazines that hold more than 10 rounds. This is the 3.8-inch compact. It's small, you can conceal it a lot easier than the one I just previously showed you, the 4.5-inch. And it also, with the extended magazine from the 4.5-inch that you can put into this gun, you've got a nice package there of 13 plus 1, and just a beautiful gun, right around $600, maybe, who knows, the prices might go up to $700. We'll talk about how to purchase them in the future. But this package is really nice. I just went to Orlando for a week, and I carried this the whole time and really enjoyed it. There's a lot of things on these guns that appeal to new shooters in particular because of the safety features. Let me show you one more here, and then I'm going to tell you what to do about this problem with them being unavailable. Let's go to one more gun. Okay, we're looking at an FN 45. This one's a pricey one. I got the tactical. You don't have to spend as much as I did. I think it was about $1,000. You can probably get this for about $700. Make sure your local gun shop does not gouge you in these trying times for us. But this is 15 plus 1, very, very high quality. I mean, FN is known as their military grade quality guns. All the guns I just showed you are high quality, but FN is kind of like in a little league of their own, and they're great. These guns I just showed you are must-haves. If you don't have a 45 that is 10 rounds or more in the magazine, this is just some of them that I would recommend that you look into. Now I'm going to sit down and talk to you about some of the problems we have of obtaining these guns. Look how beautiful that gun is. I just love it. The checkering, everything. There's a lot of guns that are in high demand right now. We know the ARs, the AKs. We know the magazines are in high demand. We're focusing on 45s, and that does surprise me that when you go online or you go to your local gun shop and everything's back ordered. Let's talk about what to do now, because the government is coming at us fast and furious. I like that phrase to use against them, because the government actually had an operation called Fast and Furious, supplied guns to the Mexican cartel, had 2 Americans killed, and they got away with that. So who knows what they can get away with the gun ban. The good news is we've got the NRA, and I'm going to tell you, as being an NRA recruiter here in a moment, what we're going to do to come out with an all-out assault. But right now I'm going to say this. You want to buy an FN. You go somewhere and they say it's not in stock. I recommend you support your local gun shop. Local gun shops and places like Buds Online, they all buy from the same wholesaler. They all buy from the same place. I have my own online store called Armory Express Outlet. I know that. When I want to buy a knife, I can buy a line of 700 different manufacturers of knives all at one place. That's how it works. And when it comes to guns, it's the same way with gun dealers. When they want to buy a gun, they can get appointed with one major gun distributor, and then they can get an array of all the different manufacturers. That's what Buds does. That's what Impact Guns does. You got to support your local gun shop for a couple of reasons. For instance, if you went on abc.com and then they said the gun is back ordered, check for availability, put your email address in, we'll let you know. That's not me. Not only am I too impatient, but I'm just not going to wait. I want to go and have a personal interaction with my local gun dealer and find one that you trust. There's really some good gun shops out there. Find one that you can trust that's been in business 30, 40 years and has knowledge. Okay, now you go into your local gun shop and say, I want to buy an XDM, Springfield. All right, Tom, our shelves they're sold out. We sold them all out. And I go to my distributor, like everyone else, they're unavailable. And I'm like, well, how do I buy that gun? The answer is this. You give your local gun shop that you trust and that you're not getting gouged from, because I see people paying $2,000 online for AK Segas that are worth like $700. You don't want to get gouged. And don't get caught up on all the hype. And I'm going to tell you why in a moment with the NRA, what we're about to do. Go to your local gun shop and say, I want a Springfield XDM or whatever gun you want. I want an FN, I want a Glock, whatever it is. And say, I'm not going to give you $700 now without the gun. Work out a deal with them. They want to sell you a gun. They know we're in trying times. Mention my channel. Tell them I'll give them a mention of their shop if they're that good of a shop. I'll promote any good gun shop in America right now that is pro-Second Amendment. I'll do a whole video on it. I just thought of that as we're speaking. That's a great idea. Go to your local gun shop and say, I want the Springfield. Here's a $100 deposit. When it comes in, whether it be a week, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, it's mine. And then you might be thinking, well, 4 weeks is not enough. What if the gun ban gets pushed through and at the timing of the gun coming in, it's banned. It's now known as a military gun. It's not going to happen that fast. Stuff's going to happen fast, but we have the NRA. So to answer your question on how to buy the gun of your choice, whatever it is, go to a local gun shop and support them. Now, and work on a personal basis with them. Be on the phone, go there in person, and create a relationship. Hopefully you have a good relationship. Give them the business. They deserve it. They're working their tails off running a retail business. Let them make their $100, $200 over. They don't make all that much money on guns. Just make sure they don't gouge you. Let them make their profits. That's fine. Profit's not a bad word. Now, with the gun ban coming fast and furious, I feel like I'm tied down in the middle of a highway and there's a tanker truck coming at me and I can't get out of the way. That's how a lot of people feel. Well, that's not how I feel. I feel like, I know this is the truth. The NRA, myself, we are coming at the gun grabbers harder than they can even fathom. We are putting our battlefields together. We got our people lined up, our lobbyists. We're going to come at them hard. I've got my link below. Please, if you have a gun, it goes hand in hand with the NRA. The NRA has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars coming to them each year. We need, besides the $25, it's normally $35 a year. Through my link, I save you $10. You pay $25. So we need two things. We kind of got the money. We got the big money. We still need more, but we really need more numbers in the membership. Please spend the $25. You get $2,500 worth of gun insurance. You get a lot of other perks. You get freebies, you get hats, you get stuff on renewal, you get duffel bags and all that kind of cool stuff. But we need numbers right now. And they're doing a lot of stuff to attack the congressmen, the senators, and any of those congressmen or senators who think they're going to be reelected if they support any portion of a gun ban, they're out. And we are pooling together. I really enjoy the group of people I have on this channel. I started the channel because my passion for guns. As you know, I've got like 150 guns and knives and all that stuff. And that was my original passion and still is. But now my passion is my loyalty towards you, the viewers, and the kind comments. So please comment as to everything I said in this video. What gun, what 45 do you think someone should get if they don't have one that's over 10 rounds in their magazine? And should we support our local gun shops? Yes. Go to them, get the personal touch, let them put you on a list, and you'll get your gun. Don't get caught up in the hype. Please subscribe to the channel. Please favorite the video. Please spread the channel around. I work really hard at the channel, and it's because I care about all of you. I really do. And I really care about protecting our rights. I flew up to Virginia, went to the NRA museum, went to the NRA executives, got appointed with them, and I know a lot of stuff that's going on in the background that we are going to fight. We're going to go out kicking and screaming if we have to, but we're not going to go out. We're going to go in kicking and screaming, and we're going to go in with our guns loaded, meaning our lobbyists, our attorneys, and we're going to win. I'm telling you, there's going to be some legislation that's going to change, but we're going to win because I'm an optimist, and the NRA is behind us. Please join the NRA link below. Hope this helped for those of you who are new to guns and don't know what 45 to buy and don't know how to buy it. Go to your local gun store and buy it. And get on the waiting list if they don't have it in stock. Thank you. This is weaponseducation.com. I'm going to have to come out you a lot with a lot of videos here in the near future because I got to talk about ARs, I got to talk about AKs, I got to talk about magazines, and I really got to talk about ammunition. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. And I'm an optimist, and we're going to talk in a positive way because that's what level-headed pro-gun owners do. We stay calm, cool, smooth, and we talk with a level head. Thank you. Check it out.